So today, disguised in talking about myself and my own journey with physical fitness, I'm going to be talking and reflecting on David Goggins' newest book, Never Finished. You may know him from You Can't Hurt Me. I broke the spine of this book. God, that sucks. But hey, maybe that means I read it, which is a good thing. So unshackle your mind and win the war within. Now, I love this because I recently, this is going to be more of like a chat about like what I've been going through and how I'm overcoming some difficulties that I'm experiencing. And this book really made me solidify reflecting on how I've been living my life and the things that I've been maybe doing wrong, or where I was misguided and trying to progress in life. So we all know that a pandemic happened, and before the pandemic happened, I was going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I was still in pretty good shape, and not the best shape of my life, but still in pretty good shape. And I've lately became a part-time savage. Now, the reason I say that is because that is one of the major points that I really took from this book was you get complacent. When you have reached all your goals in life, you start to soften up a little bit. And I really loved what David Goggins said when he was talking about how when you're hungry and you don't have a lot, you work really hard to get to the top. And I've been pretty well taken care of in my life, to the point where I have a good job, I have a wife, I have kids. There's nothing I'm really needing to strive for. Recently, I was diagnosed with stress and anxiety disorder, with depression. And my doctor prescribed me medications. I didn't take them, which I don't recommend other people not take their medications. Medications are there for a reason. I'm not a doctor, but I had a conversation with my doctor after I told him that I wasn't going to take them, and I said, give me a year. Give me a year to pull out of this. And I changed it. I changed I'm looking thinner in the face. I lost 25 pounds. Now, not everybody can do this. There are health issues and different things that could prevent somebody from being able to, but I'm 29. I have a lot of life ahead of me, knock on wood. And I needed to make a change in my diet, my exercise, how much I sleep, how I cope with stresses and triggers in my day. And I've really been able, I'm doing laundry. I've been really able to formulate some structure in my life and start putting myself a little bit first, because I make a lot of excuses. Being a part-time savage, I made a lot of excuses. I said, hey, I'm too tired after work, and hey, I gotta be with the girls, and I can't go to the gym. I can't put myself first. I can't go to sleep early. All of those things are just excuses on why I'm gonna keep being in this rut. And I'm very proud of myself for pulling out of this. And this book was a great read this past couple weeks because it kind of solidified that David Goggins and other people have went through much worse and sometimes are still going through things. And life has a way of kicking you down, and it's how you scratch and claw your way out. And I have a lot of respect for this guy. I mean, he's probably a polarizing figure because he's a little bit aggressive, but and I'm not. I'm a pretty chill person, but I mess with it, man. Like, I think he's badass. I'm never gonna run 200-mile races like David Goggins does, and he really gets into some emotional stuff in here. And how he battles his demons is by physical fitness and conquering what people say he can't do. My you know, my stress and my anxiety was causing my heart to have issues. Probably also being a little overweight definitely didn't help my heart. So that was a recent battle that I had, and we all go through our struggles, but I'm glad that I'm pulling out of it. In this book, though, he does talk about how he grew up in Buffalo. So David Goggins, if you come across this video, man, I'm not a bad guy in Buffalo, but I do live here. He talks about his childhood in Buffalo, and it was pretty dark and pretty rough. So you know, it's a rough area. The city of Buffalo definitely went through a lot of issues, and it was pretty graphic what he went through, and his mother, and there's just a lot to this. I actually just picked up the audiobook because they make a reference that there's like podcasts in between the chapters, so I might listen to it after I just read it, and then I'll like sell this on Pango or something. But this is not a self-help book, it's a wake-up call. I didn't even see that blurb, but that is an absolute great way to put what this is, because it's not a self-help book. There's not a checklist of things to do to make your life better in this book. It's more of a get off your ass because he did type book, if that makes sense. And I kind of needed it. I've been going to the gym for like 3 months now. I'm doing pretty good. And we're gonna keep going with it. I'm doing 5x5 exercises. I'm going a little harder than I have since probably since high school. I've never lifted this hard. I'm lifting heavy weights, and I'm going crazy, and it's getting the endorphins going, and I'm really feeling better, and it's a great way to manage my stress. Now, I don't know that it would work for everybody, but I'm finding that exercise is a great way to cope with some of my daily stresses. Now, I have had, this year I've had like 2 panic attacks, random, no real triggers, which is concerning, but it's a lot less like daily stress that I'm feeling, where my heart rate's up and where I'm freaking out. So that's awesome. And so, yeah, if anybody else has any other tips for me, or books similar to this, I don't want a self-help book, if that makes sense. I do like a life story that I can feel inspired by. So David Goggins, Never Finished. He's a U.S. Navy SEAL, Army Ranger. I don't know. He's been everything. Goggins is a badass. He's a world record holder for 4,000 pull-ups in 17 hours. Wow. Yeah, so David Goggins, freaking crazy man. I love it. I think there's some like pictures in here too. Everybody's clicked off at this point, but let's see. Yeah, like, he's a monster, and he's in his late 40s. So shout out to that, because yeah, I'm 29, and the fact that I really let myself go, I mean, it happens, right? But those lockdowns really got me in New York. The gym was like closed forever. It sucked. It was like a full year and a half, and there's only so many push-ups, and I'm not much of a runner. Like, I know he is, but I'll do like a mile and then I get bored. It's kind of like I don't know. I think people, like, they either love running or they don't. I do like playing, like, my gym has a basketball court, and I like doing that. I go in and shooting hoops, but I just can't like do cardio if it's just cardio. So, all right, I'm gonna end the video now. I hope you guys have a great Saturday. That's when this is gonna go up. It's kind of a coffee with a working man, so I might put it in that playlist, but I'm just, yeah, no coffee right now. It's too late. But until next time, don't work too hard.